Hello everyone, welcome to a new chapter of this channel. We've finished most of the Fate shows, at least the most important ones that people know me by. No, I am not putting Prisma Ilia on the YouTube channel. If I post my reactions to Prisma Ilia on YouTube, I will 100% get canceled. That will be Patreon exclusive. But the next show we're going to be doing is going to be Madoka Magica. People have been hyping this show up to no end, and this is the same writer as the writer who did Fate Zero, one of my favorite Fate shows, to be honest. And I'm just to let you know, I have been watching this show. I'm up to episode 9 over on Patreon if you guys want an early access to me watching the show. We're going to be checking out the openings and endings. Unfortunately, I do not have a blank slate when it comes to knowledge about the show because I have watched it. 交わした約束忘れないよ目を閉じて確める押し寄せた闇振り放って進むよいつになったらなくした未来を私ここでまた見ることできるの溢れ出した不安の影を何度でも咲いてこの世界歩んでこう止めどなく刻まれた時は今始まり告げ変わらない想いを乗せ閉ざされた扉開けよ目覚めた心は走り出した未来を描くため Okay, I see where this opening is going. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This opening is a goddamn lie. That opening is such a lie. Oh my gosh, bro. I've never seen so much misinformation before. All right, let's bring it back. Talk about some visuals that I found very interesting, especially with the beginning when we saw that first shot of Madoka in her magical form, mind you. So that already is a red flag to me. And we see her in like a dark lighting with a bunch of bright lighting around her, so that's meant to be some sort of visual symbolism. And then we get a shot of her. She's crying. You see she's crying here. Why is she crying? You're a magical girl, you have powers, so that already kind of feeds into the whole subversion of what it's like being a magical girl already, like from the first shot of this show. So yeah, it's kind of just subliminally telling you what the show's gonna be about. I like the visuals of this opening because just on a surface level, it just looks like, oh, they became magical girls. They have this very cute pet, because you already know like fighting shows like to have like cute plushies and pets to, you know, be their cute companion, right? Like that happens a lot of the time with anime. But with this one, yeah, they're kind of painting Kyouko as the plushy mascot for the show. And yeah, on a surface level, the way it's portrayed is, you know, they're just fighting evil things and they're being all friendly with each other, happy team up, which if you've watched the show, it's just very not what happens. And almost everything about this show is just not what happens with visually. But again, subliminally they are telling you actually of what's happening, especially with that opening sequence. And there's some openings for the compilation, and this is going to be the first one. I've not watched these. I'm only on episode 9 of the show, and that's it. 伝え合った心の温度をそっと大事そうに抱え歩いていた答えのない願い There goes magical form again. Kimi, they're showing a lot more of her here. They're showing how she came up. Interesting. Her growing up. Very cute. Her and her friends. What?
明日の色を重ねぬで夜泣きをたどって止めた世界を超えた諦めない想いしか心つなげた泣いてたって笑って明日迎えに行こう決めた誓いつなくて倒れても
Yep.
君の心を守るため君のそばにいよう
Okay, so this is the first compilation film. This is the first one, and I don't know how many episodes this is going to be covering. I'm assuming since it's 2 compilation films for a 12-episode season, 1 through 6, and then 6 to 12 for the second one. So already I'm noticing some differences between this and the opening. First off, we're getting just a little bit more of a obvious visual representation of what actually happens in the show. For example, with this, Madoka kind of running in the school, seemingly, but then Labyrinth, she immediately gets transformed into this freaking like just a bunch of weird crap happening with the Labyrinth. Her being very friendly with Akemi in this opening. I noticed that like it was mainly the two of them being the main dynamic here, and then we have Mommy here in her apartment, lit up by the way. I noticed that in the show, at least from the episodes that we've seen of Mommy, the apartment was almost never lit up, but it is lit up here. I wonder why. And also notice Kyubey right there. Shout out to Kyubey. I might actually unironically get a Kyubey plushie because just for the memes. We also got to see Akemi's kind of living situation, which is very depressing. Just from a glance, it looks like a hospital room, like a futuristic hospital room. I think maybe she might have been terminally ill. That maybe that's why Kyubey got her to make that wish, because either she was going to make a wish to become a magical girl or she was going to die. So I was wondering if maybe this entire visual, because I've never seen them this friendly before in the actual show, at least from again episodes 1 through 9. So I was wondering, is this like is this entire opening a previous timeline of Akemi? Did Akemi experience all this in a previous timeline and then she had to go back in order to, you know, try and save Madoka?
それじゃまたねって手を振って無理に笑って寂しくなって交差点信号
Is it the same visuals?
遠くのクラクション知らない誰かの笑い合う声今日は一人で歩く通い慣れた街でもいつもよりもなんだか自分がちょっと小さく思えるよそれじゃまたねって手を振って笑顔作って寂しくなって本当はまだ話し足りないけどそれじゃまたねって言葉でまた会えるって嘘をついていつも通りの笑顔で言うよまた明日
Well, so the entire ending is just them hanging out. So already, again, using the knowledge that I've gotten from watching most of the season so far, Madoka singing this ending is basically saying goodbye to their old life where they were happy. They were just young girls, just hanging out, having fun, going to school, living the schoolgirl life, being able to be normal, you know, before all the magical drama happened. That's a bad way of describing it, drama. Let's go to the next ending. This is Magia by Kalafina.
いつか君が瞳に灯す愛の光が時を越えて滅び急ぐ世界の夢を確かに一つ壊すだろう
君が望むものは何こんな欲深い憧れの行方に儚い明日はあるの子供の頃ゆえに見てた古の魔法のように闇さえ砕く力で微笑む君に会いたい怯えるこの手の中には倒られた花の勇気思いだけが頼るすべて光を呼び覚ます願い
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so if you guys have noticed the difference in tone from this and the openings, yeah, it's very different. And I have a feel, and I'm pretty sure if I watched all the openings and endings, I would have immediately noticed the difference, and that probably would have helped put in my mind that Madoka Magica is probably going to be a very dark show. And spoiler alert, yes, it is a dark show. The visuals here are probably the most realistic with the actual show itself, and I'm pretty sure I've heard the song as I think an insert song maybe for one of the fights or one of the episodes. I don't remember exactly, but I do think that musically wise, this is probably my favorite song so far. Because I mean, like the real ClariS, like the cutesy music, isn't really for me personally. So something like this is more definitely up my alley. I like the dark tone, the dark atmosphere that was happening here, especially with the usage of those bells. Kind of reminds me of some like horror church music. I thought that was really cool, and the singing too from Kalafina is really nice. I like Kalafina as an artist, especially with her Fate songs as well. Not really much to comment here, just apart from just the drastically darker visuals here, and this girl running who I'm assuming is Madoka. Yeah, I see the pigtails and the skirt. Yeah, that's Madoka. And I also see bits and pieces of other characters on the side, but she's just kind of doing the My Hero Academia ending one, just running. But I did notice another thing here that was really interesting to me. Looks like an eyeball looking at Madoka. I don't know if this is Madoka in like, I don't know what that's supposed to mean of Madoka, but all I know is I looking at Madoka, and then we're zooming out, figuring out who is looking at her, and it looks like this very ominous figure here. I don't know if this is Kyubey in Kyubey's true form. Maybe this was someone higher up. Maybe it's Walpurgis Nacht, the big bad of Madoka Magica. I have no idea. Eerily just spying on her and stalking her all throughout her journey and all throughout the show. This is the special ending between Kyouko and Sayaka. I'm pretty sure I just finished this episode too. Is it just gonna be her? Is it just gonna be this picture? It's a very sad picture.
錆びついた心音もない世界何を見てるのまたねを言える顔探すよそれを繰り返すだけ気づけばそこには一人きりで泣く後ろ姿辛いよな寂しいよな場所手をつないでいたいんだ何度でも名前を呼ぶよ不確かな未来でも話せないもの思うだけ心が痛いよここにいるよここにいるよ帰る場所はここだよいつだって変わらない思いを残すの
Okay, so it's like ending one. The only endings with the actual like animation and visuals is basically just ending two. But ending one and ending three are pretty much meant to give you a pictures because obviously at this point you know what's going on and I know what's going on, but you guys don't know, so I can't really give much without spoiling already more than I already have. I mean, I feel like at this point you should probably know that you shouldn't watch the rest. Okay, unfortunately I was not able to record all of this in one sitting, but I am back here. I lost train of thought. Very sad ending. Let's go to the next one. All right, so I checked out the compilation. It looks like they're just the full versions of the endings that we've already listened to. Although the first ending for the compilation movie was just the audio, and the second one was the ending 2 from the first season, but then it was just like a full version of it. Let me know if there's any significant differences there. Right now we're just going to be checking out the ending for the Rebellion movie. Let's see if there's any specific visuals here. Ballad. You got some dancing, some witch visual dancing with Madoka and Akemi. Have a waltz thing here. Trying to see what's going on with the visuals here. I'm seeing like kind of buildings, city structures. Here it's more so like country. It looks like a world map kind of. Okay. Dancing's a little bit different with Madoka now. She's like bending more down on the sides. Maybe I'm reading too much with the dancing. Maybe I'm just gonna look at everything else. Now we're doing some zooming. Very pretty voice. Very beautiful waltzy ballad, 6/8 time signature. Very pretty. We got a mouth, you got eyes. I wonder what that's about. Wonder why Akemi has the eye and Madoka has the mouth. Right, now we're doing different dances. Very focused on these two. I wonder if the movie is gonna mainly focus on these two. I mean, it makes sense. They're the two main characters. And I'm pretty sure by the end of the show, these will probably be the only two magical girls alive. So it makes sense. I didn't know if we were gonna have some extra characters in it or literally just focusing on these two. I'm trying to figure out what this is. I'm pretty sure these are houses. I'm like 90% sure these are houses, but this right here, this is what's getting me. What is this? They look like, oh, and maybe it's just a landscape, like mountains and hills and stuff. Okay, now they're crossing over, touching hands. Never mind, no they're not. Now we got a hooded person here. Is this another character, or is that Madoka kind of in her rogue rebellious phase? Well, the movie is called Rebellion, so maybe that's what it is. Again, I don't even know if she becomes a magical girl. Accordion, very beautiful. This is one of my favorite songs of Madoka Magica. Might even be my favorite, I'll be honest. And we got what looks like a cross here, or maybe that's just a tower. Still the same thing with Madoka. This song is beautiful.
ちをして終わらない始まりへ本当の終わりへ
This is going to the playlist. This is too pretty. And now we're in black. Do you have any other visuals? Okay, finally making some sort of connection, being able to walk with each other. Why does Madoka's hair look kind of weird? Is it because of the double pigtails thing? Interesting. Okay. Because the visuals were always separate with each other, and there was that one point in time, I think after the first chorus, where they tried to reach, but the hands kind of moved past each other, like maybe they're in separate dimensions or something, and they were finally able to make up at the end. Maybe that's one of the plot points of Madoka Magica, being able to, I don't know. Maybe Akemi went back to the timeline where she and Madoka were friends, and Madoka unfortunately probably turned into a magical girl, and maybe Madoka helped the other Madoka kind of not become a magical. I don't know. It gets very meta when you know the context of Madoka Magica, because like literally anything can happen. That's one of the great things I like about Madoka Magica's world building, is it's so well thought out, but at the same time it leaves so much ambiguity to where you could sit for hours theorizing on what possibly could happen and what can't happen. It's fantastic writing, I'm telling you. Anyways, yeah, those are all going to be all the endings and openings we're going to be checking out today. My favorite music-wise would probably be the ending, but I don't know. I really like what was going on with the kind of subverting your expectations with the opening for the 12 episode season. I think visually wise, that's probably my favorite, and then song wise, Rebellion movie. Yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.